I'm loving the sun on my shoulder this morning. Welcome, friends, to Insightful Healing. I'm Amira. Thanks for being here with me. Hope you woke up this morning feeling well, feeling safe, feeling blessed, and feeling like it's a new opportunity to start over again or continue what you've been pouring into. Whether you're catching me live or watching the replay, watching it back, I'm so glad that you found your way here. Let's set the stage and check in. One hand on the heart space, one hand in the depths of the belly, feet planted on the surface beneath you if you're able. And we're going to take some deep breaths together if you should so choose. Breathing in new energy and exhaling what doesn't serve us with intention. And one more, just like that. As you settle in, maybe you might consider what your intentions are for today. Being clear to yourself and to those around you, to the universe, the energies that you're connected to. I do have some intuitive messages today. The first one is somebody forgot their clothes in the dryer? Question mark. Yeah, obviously not a message for everyone, but for somebody. Typically, people forget their clothes in the washer. not the dryer, but hey, if that's you. Aside from that, I got 2 songs this morning. I actually got 3, but the way my memory works, they get jumbled up and only 2 stuck. So that is certainly a part of the intuitive message. And with that, I'm going to start with the second song because it is about something coming in threes or happening 3 times, or the number 3 itself. Could be 3 days, 3 hours, 3 minutes, 3 weeks, whatever. But 3 speaks about progress. It speaks about collaboration. It speaks about getting to a place of being able to celebrate uh, aligned energy, okay, in whatever way that looks. And the song that goes along with this is Bob Marley's Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Everything's gonna be all right. So a pretty clear message there that everything's gonna be all right and that you can rest assured in whatever is worrying you. But as I listened to the song this morning, I noticed different things than every other time that I listen to the song. Okay, this could be happening for you as well, listening to music or reading something over again that you've seen before, but you see it differently this time, and maybe specifically this third time. He talks about receiving messages from 3 little birds at his doorstep, and I saw them as blue. He didn't say what color they were, but I saw them as little blue birds, a sort of like aqua kind of color, even cartoonish. I don't know if there's an actual bird that is this lighter blue color, but nonetheless, that's what I saw. And the song is literally just him saying the same thing 3 times. After the first little "don't worry about a thing," woke up with the rising sun and 3 little birds. I was like, okay, what's the rest of the lyrics? Let me pay attention closely. And then it happened again, and I was like, did he say different words this time around? And then it was a third time, and I was like, okay, the song's almost over. Is this all he's talking about in the whole song? But yes, he literally says the same thing 3 different times. And so you may be receiving a message for the 3rd time today, or in the coming days, or in the recent past. You know, maybe it hits you differently that 3rd time. Okay. But overall, that message there is don't worry about a thing. Everything's going to be okay. Okay. And listening to your intuitive nudges as well. You know, those the messages from the birds is not by coinky dink. It is your intuition. It's representing the universe that is attempting to be in alignment with you. Maybe you have sent out a particular prayer, meditation, intention, desire to the universe. Now the universe is waking you up at the front door like, I heard you. I heard you. Are you ready? Are you ready to hear me? Okay. It was also reminding me of spell work as well, like saying something multiple times. Typically in a spell, it is typically 3 times. As I'm saying that out loud, it's reminding me of the, what's it called? Hail Marys. I think that's the Catholic faith and religion. I think it's something to do with like looking in the mirror. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But yeah, something about the rhythm of repetition is really important here. Okay, or the number 3, the power of 3. Oh gosh, that reminds me of oh gosh, what's the show called? The Power of 3. You know, with Phoebe and Piper and Prue. What's it called? Somebody help me. Ugh. Ugh. Charmed. Charmed, yeah. Okay. Is it something to do with magic? Could be like literal witchcraft. I don't know. Whatever you're into, right? Dark side, light side. I don't know. I don't condone everything, nor am I here to judge. But something really significant about the power of that. I mean, ultimately, right? If we were to get down to the nitty gritty of what magic is, what prayer is, it is again just energies that connect in such a way that they align not only with themselves and their intention, but also with the universe and divine timing and things of that sort. There's something really magical about this time for you and for all of us, really, as we continue to sort of bubble up to the full moon energy, calling for us to release. And I think today we're being called to release worry. Okay. The other song was Feels Like by Lucky Day. So interesting. Okay, yeah, because when I was first hearing the song in my mind, I wasn't sure who it was. I was like, is this a Prince song? Is this a Bob Marley song? So that's so funny that Bob Marley actually came through, but it's Lucky Day, Feels Like. And when I didn't listen to this song, I read the lyrics instead. So kind of very, very interesting thing there, right? Whether you're reading something or hearing it or listening to it, because hearing and listening are two different things. Maybe you need to do all three. Okay. Read it, hear it, and then listen to it. Listen to the meaning. Put meaning to what you have heard and read. Okay. That song, though, is about the squiggly line between a deep emotional love and a raw physical lust within a secret relationship. Lots of layers there. So I don't know what that's about. But again, 3 layers. Okay, the deep emotional love, raw physical lust, and a secret relationship. I don't know, child. I don't know. But let's get to pulling some cards. Shall we, darling? Something in me says to start with tarot today, and so I'm going to follow that intuitive nudge. And we're gonna pull 3 cards. Okay. Randomly getting something about kinetic sand. Kinetic sand could be a helpful coping skill for you, or something that you're running into. It's a pretty relaxing thing. Feels like love every time we talk. Love, stimulated. Supposed to be. Okay. Here we go. So today's the day to release any worry. Okay. If you subscribe to religion or the foundations of religion in some way, there's that saying of give it to God. That's coming to me. Right? When you have set an intention, when you've told the universe what you're looking for, what you're seeking, what you need, where you're ready to be, and you've shown that thing. Yeah, the power of 3. You set the intention, it also is exemplified in your behavior. that third piece. I'm being reminded of the Three of Pentacles here, which, represents collaboration and teamwork and working to build something that will be sturdy, but it also represents, ¿cómo se dice? The Holy Trinity, I think it's called. I'm seeing somebody writing an email, okay, like fussing with the subject line, or not sure what to call, not sure what to title something. All right, not sure how to start a conversation or how to title the conversation. It's like, what is this conversation about, or how do I want to go about this? What's the best way to approach this communication? Yeah. You have to get clear about what is in the subject line before you write the email. I mean, you don't have to. Sometimes I definitely write the email before I write the subject line, but there's still a specific intention in mind. If we just write the email and we get all of our thoughts and feelings out, it could show up looking like an unorganized blurb, and then the message won't be received clearly to the recipient. Okay, take that as it resonates. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out. The Star card is here. And the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups. We have a 3. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Sense of Self Oracle deck while I get those situated. There is a harsh reality here with the Ten of Swords. It's a painful ending. It's also surrendering to the truth, surrendering to the pain of that truth. Okay, there's also healing right next to it with the Star card. This is restored and renewed hope. For some of you, this is something rather mundane, like perhaps hurting yourself in one way or another today or recently. But the Page of Pentacles represents looking at something new. This is a card of being studious. This is a learner, right? It's somebody who's super excited to start something new, whether this is a job, a relationship, a goal, whatever it be. Especially with the Star card here, this could be a new goal, setting new goals, setting new intentions especially. But there's first a need to release what's not serving us by way of surrendering to this harsh truth in the Ten of Swords. What's she doing? Pouring a cup of tea. I heard somebody say accurate. So it says, recognize denial and instead look boldly at the truth. Which, I feel like somebody's doing that here today. And maybe it's taking 3 times. Maybe the 3rd time you see something differently, or you actually are listening to something as opposed to just hearing it. You're able to receive it in the depths of your spirit rather than simply feeling it and not allowing your logic or intuition to have a vote in the matter. Because there has been a truth here. Again, going back to the Bob Marley song, he said it in the very beginning of the song, but he also said it 3 times. Number 10, end of a cycle. Some of you may be experiencing grief as well. There could be a loss here. One of my dear friends experienced a loss just yesterday, so sending love and hugs to them and to anyone else who is healing right now due to a loss of some sort. This card presents itself to you today representing stage 1 of grief, denial. During this stage, we may not fully be able to conceptualize that something has been lost, either in its material form or within us. Grief is experienced just as equally when we lose a loved one as when we lose a piece of ourselves. Pulling this card challenges your 6th sense to acknowledge what you may be refusing to see clearly. Your 5th sense to acknowledge the agony you may be feeling, even when your intellect will not allow it. 4th sense to recognize the pungent taste as you continue to speak false truths in the midst of illusions. 3rd sense to indulge in the scent of cedar and its practical ability to improve cerebral activity and ease any tension. 2nd sense to hear the sound of your inner self crying out to your higher self for guidance. And your 1st sense to see the truth in the situation and understand that a loss has been experienced. Contrary to what we want to believe, denial is a choice that we make to not accept or explore what we know to be truth. Sometimes acceptance is easier to reach as the last stage of grief, depending upon the nature of the loss. Typically, however, when we're forced to move forward with life without something or someone we value, the transition can be difficult, to say the least. Denial is also the state that we sit in when we know a relationship is over, but choose to remain involved. Whether platonic or romantic, relationships where love is involved can be difficult to end or accept as over. Love is a powerful concept, but so is attachment. As always, I encourage you to attach your own life stories and experiences to the meanings of these cards. Again, this one's representing stage 1 of grief, denial. It offers us a new beginning, but within that new beginning, there's lots of pain that needs to be processed. Some of you may process it by spending time in solitude. Some of you may process it by listening to certain songs, connecting with your favorite people, your favorite things, your friends in particular here with the star card. But grief looks different. I was going to say for everybody, but I'm being called to say it looks different on everybody. Okay, keep that in mind as you move through your day as well, right? Maybe somebody that you are connected to is going through a grieving process, and to you, it looks like they're fine, but beneath the surface, they may not be. They may just be managing it the best way that they can, and it looks different on them. Some people may act erratic or out of character. Let's see what our journal prompt's gonna be. Session 53. Three days. As always, I'm interested in any journal prompts that you guys come up with regarding this message today. Any thoughts, feelings, or ideas that come up that may be relevant for you or maybe even for someone else. Journal prompt that I have with regard to today's session is denial hurting me worse than the buried grief and pain? Is denial hurting me worse than the buried grief and pain? Getting a ringing in my right ear. Also being reminded of the throat chakra and the message that I wrote in this deck for the throat chakra. It calls attention to the fact that silent and listen are the same letters. Okay. There's really a need for us to draw into how we're communicating, how we're listening, what we're listening to as well, what you're allowing into your spirit, but how we're listening. Are we listening? Or do we just hear it? There's many times that I've heard a song for years, and I don't know what the hell they saying. Ain't got a clue, don't quiz me, okay? Many, many times. And maybe I just like the melody, most likely. I like the melody, I like the tone, I like the tune. I like the choice of the key changes, right? There's details that my brain hones in on, but what are the words? What's the actual intent behind the melody? Because the intent behind the melody is the words. What is it meant to be communicating? Important stuff to ponder on here. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I hope that something here was for you, and if it was, come back and join me again sometime. Until next time.